I've been playing Cyber Sleuth again recently, and I really think I'm really looking forward to like seeing Kyle or Nico react to that stuff eventually.
Yeah, it's a quality game.
This is a really weird, calm intro to a Digimon video.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We can fix that. Oh my god! We're doing Digimon today.
I love Digimon!
Nothing makes me cream my jeans more than Beelzemon Elsa fanfic.
Idiots! Look behind you!
Did you say Beelzemon Elsa?
Yeah, she like goes to the dentist and gets a
Yeah,
doll
she gets
massage.
Beelzemon pregnant. It's real weird because you don't expect that. I respect like the plot twist at least.
And then her ex-boyfriend Spider-Man shows up. It's really weird.
This is
It's
a worse
complicated.
opening.
Kyle, you look like you're having fun. Well, you're about to have a lot more fun. Today, it's Digimon Day again, because that's how the schedule works.
It's today.
Today is Digimon.
I know last time we did kind of like an old school, like old quiz that I literally just pulled out because I didn't have time to make one. I had time to make a quiz this time. And we're getting around to 2 new evolution lines that came out in Digimon Liberator somewhat recently. Some of them are kind of cool, some of them are kind of weird. The starting forms you have already seen before in other quizzes, I think, but I didn't remember, so I included them anyway. You might just get some easy points at the beginning, I don't know. But I mean, do you guys like snow?
Yeah.
Do you guys like dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Then you might like both of these lines.
Why am I concerned you're about to show us Bluecomon again?
No, that was a dinosaur snow hybrid. This is snow and dinosaur separate, 2 separate lines.
Oh.
And we're gonna jump right into it. Starting off with the snowy people. I think we've talked about this Digimon before in a previous quiz. I don't remember. It's a classic old school Digimon. And it's this guy.
Oh,
I cannot believe it.
And he has a new line in Digimon Liberator that we're gonna talk about.
he looks familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh is gonna be so excited.
I don't think I've seen this guy before.
I feel like I've seen him recently for some reason.
We might not have talked about him in a quiz before. I genuinely don't remember. But I know Mitch has to know this because it's a classic one. So enjoy your free point here. But is this snowman looking, bear looking dude? Is this Coldmon, Snowmon, Frigimon, or Frozamon?
Okay, so I might have seen him recently, but I did not see his name recently.
Fair enough.
I don't know what this guy's name is.
I'm just gonna pick Coldmon, I guess.
Because he made of snow, and snow cold. That's fair.
That's really fair.
He looked cold.
Well, what about you, Nico? What do you think it is?
So I might be remembering incorrectly, but I seem to remember one of the first Digimon videos we did having a big Snowmon or something like that.
Yeah.
And if I remember, we had said at the time that there was not a like regular Snowmon.
Oh, you're
so
right.
that's the only one I'm not going to choose.
I do.
This is Snowmon with
and-
no W, and Big Snowmon had a W.
I swear to God.
If you all the way back then were setting up for this moment, I would lose my mind.
A year long when we've been going for a year.
Passed from me to Tyler.
I was gonna say because Mitch did that quiz with Big Snowmon.
Yeah, what an incredible baton pass. I'm also going to choose Coldmon.
Okay,
That's not a Digimon move.
I don't care.
you don't know that?
So the reason I'm so excited to see this guy is because our buddy Josh and I have been recently rewatching the original run, like 1999 run of of Digimon Adventure. You got me thinking about Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I've never thought much of this guy, but in that season, like in that that show, genuinely actually my favorite character.
Oh damn!
He just walks around. He's not a single care in the world. He's just Frigimon walking
Hell
around in
yeah.
the snowy wonderland,
It's
offering to get
Frigimon.
shaved ice.
Good old classic
Yeah.
Frigimon.
I wasn't
better
going to be
name.
mad at any of these names.
He's like,
honestly.
it's me, good old Frigimon.
I only would have been mad at Snowmon for the precedent, and that's really it.
That's
I wanted
fair.
to choose it, but I didn't. I remembered.
You said he was classic, so I was like, Coldmon feels like a classic name, but Frigimon
Yeah.
is fun. I like Frigimon.
Yeah, I enjoy the name. There's also there's a variant of him, but we won't talk about him today. Maybe we'll talk about him in a future video. Is it just a palette
like-
swap? You'll find out then.
I want him to be like blood soaked.
How'd you guess it?
With white buttons.
Yeah, it's just, he's
It's
actually
Frigimon
yellow
Radon
and he's
mode.
called Pissmon. Anyway, I've added a new element to these quizzes. I've added a lore segment because
Oh.
Okay.
in an effort to try to make these quizzes more cohesive and learn more myself as I'm doing them as they go on, to be less ignorant and stupid and get called out less. Not that I get called out very often, but I figured it could be fun to just kind of go through the little lore bits that I find on Wikimon that I usually don't read at all. I've included them this time. So, Frigimon is an ice snow Digimon whose body is covered in snow and ice crystals. Contrary to its cold appearance, it has a very warm and gentle personality. As a Digimon that melts the hearts of those who see it with its calm movements and sweet behavior, Yukidarumon, I guess that's the Japanese name for it, hates fighting by nature. Among the battle-loving Digimon, it dreads Marimon in particular.
Ah.
That makes
I
sense.
Makes so much sense.
like immediately almost lost it because you started with this snow and ice Digimon is covered in crystals of ice and snow.
Yeah.
I was like, that can't be
Its
right.
black eyes are black and its red buttons are red. It's amazing.
I mean, I kind of wouldn't put it past them to
Like
use that as a
snow
description.
and ice on an ice and snow Digimon? You gotta be kidding me.
I mean, you can make any exception for Frigimon. This guy's a stand-up. He's a stand-up fella.
We're gonna do attacks now. Because while Frigimon is a gentle soul, apparently he does like to harm people in certain
Oh.
ways.
I mean, he's got his boxing gloves on.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
He looked like he attack and sounds like he also protect.
I have included 3 real attacks and 1 fake attack that I made up to try to trick you. I want you guys to tell me for 1 point which of these attacks I made up. Your options are Ice Punch, Heavy Ice Punch, Sub-Zero Ice Punch, or Absolute Zero Ice Punch.
Oh my god. I can't.
It's just regular ice punch.
Yeah, I really want to pick just Ice Punch. I think that would be really fun. Like that every single one of the names is something Ice Punch. No, I'm actually gonna pick Heavy Ice Punch. That's what I'm gonna pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mitch? Are you familiar with his punching methods from the anime?
See,
over it.
I have a slight leg up because I know one of them because it's the only thing he uses in the anime.
Oh,
Which one is it?
What is it?
We've already guessed, so say it.
Yeah, that's true. He just runs around. It's got to be at least a dozen times. He'll just throw a Sub-Zero Ice Punch,
Okay.
which is also his signature move in Cyber Sleuth.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna pick Absolute Zero Ice Punch just because he's only a champion.
All right. Well, one of you did guess the correct answer. And the person who did it was not Mitch. It was actually Kyle. I made up Heavy Ice Punch.
Okay.
He's
My
a very light
reasoning?
fellow, it seems.
That
Yeah.
does. I am slightly disappointed that there's just like normal ice punch and then 2 that are colder than each other, and
Yeah.
not just like
Well,
3 variants of.
I did kind of fuck with you. Sub-Zero Ice Punch and Absolute Zero Ice Punch are the exact same move. It just goes by 2 different names depending on what
Okay.
it's in.
I'm going to strangle you.
Good. It also has 2 different descriptions based on what it's called, apparently,
that.
according to the wiki.
No.
Its first description is a punch that freezes the enemy solid, and its second description is fires a burst of freezing air by punching.
Not
So-
Meknight Avram again.
So that's
What?
cool. And regular
But then
Ice
what-
Punch is a punch full of freezing cold power. They're basically all the same. I mean,
They're just-
2 of them literally
Yeah, Ice
are, but
Punches,
even
Just-
regular Ice Punch and the other
They said
one.
don't steal my homework.
Yeah.
On the bright side, at the very least, Sub-Zero Ice Punch can be used to freeze the water of the ocean. He made a land bridge.
That's a lot of ice power.
Well, not the whole ocean, just like a bit of it.
Oh.
Is it able to counter Scorpion Fire Punch?
We'll never know. He
We're not
also
here to
has
talk
a
about
move
Mortal
called
Kombat, dummy.
Put Frigimon in Mortal Kombat. Sign a petition below.
I would love that. Yes.
You cowards!
Like Sub-Zero Ice Punch.
Subscribe if you want Frigimon in Mortal Kombat.
Subscribe Ice Punch.
Let's go.
We're going to go into round 2, which is going to be the brand new evolution for Frigimon. I don't actually know what his original like mainline evolution was, if he had like a standard one. But the new one, I gotta say, is quite whimsical. And I love it greatly. And I hope you do too. Here it is.
Wait. Okay. I thought there were... Okay, yes, okay. I love it.
It's great. I love him so much. He makes me so happy to look at.
I love it.
He's ooh-wooing.
I also
He got Blastoise cannons?
They probably don't shoot water. If they do, it's probably frozen water.
It's
Also
Sub-Zero
known
Ice
as
Gunch.
ice.
They shoot heavy ice punch.
That'd be cool. They just shoot Frigimon out. Maybe he's like really, really, really big. And they shoot Frigimon out.
Like Cannon Demon.
Real Dragapult hours.
He like unzips his coat. And it's just a bunch of Frigimon like spill out.
He just opens up like, you want one? It's just all over the coat. I don't know. You said you were like, I don't know, it's pretty whimsical. And I would like, Digimon has conditioned me to think more outrageous than this. So I was a little underwhelmed at first sight. But it's a nice design. It's nice.
It's not crazy. It's not like over the top. It's just fun.
The third form is definitely like what you would think of Digimon being over the top whimsical, but we'll get to that.
Well, damn.
This one is definitely my favorite, probably of all the ones we're gonna look at today. I think this one is my favorite. It's just
crazy.
It's so cute. And is its name is this Polar Bearmon, Skimon, Wintermon, or Corneliusmon?
Cornelius?
I'm trying to think of what that could be a reference to.
Cornelius?
Fucker just choked on nothing at Corneliusmon. That's crazy.
I choked on Corneliusmon.
Damn.
Fuck. Is that like the first guy to make it to the South Pole or what?
I don't trust that Tyler did that much research.
Well, everyone place your guesses. What do you think?
Polar Bearmon.
Polar Bearmon. All right.
Wintermon.
Going with Wintermon. Kyle.
I don't
You've got a choice here, Kyle.
You gonna be brave and choose Corneliusmon?
Sure, I guess. I don't know.
Damn, you were really gullible with that. I made up Corneliusmon. I named him after Yukon Cornelius from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer because they both have puffy coats and scarves and hats.
God, I could feel something tickling at the back of my brain.
But
I didn't want to find it.
we are now tied because Nico has guessed the correct answer of Polar Bearmon, and everyone is now tied at 1 point apiece. I've also done a new thing as well, because a lot of people have said, why don't you put the trading card art in? Please use trading card art. Trading card art is so good. And we haven't been doing that because, like, there's a ton of text on them. I don't want to cover the names up. It's a process. But I figured I could just show you after I spoil the name.
I mean, yeah.
So there you go. There's his card.
Oh!
Much less readable, also. But
Very
Yes,
much
but
less
it's cute.
readable.
Significantly less readable, but really, really nice art.
and
I
you see
do
the
wish
little,
that
the baby form on the back on a snowboard.
Oh!
yeah, I wish that the text wasn't like covering some of the art. It's not a lot.
That's why we haven't been using them.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's one of the reasons we haven't been using them for sure.
Also, I would
Technically, go ahead, Kyle.
I was just gonna say that it reads so not what that like the first image is at all, based on like the posing predominantly.
tumbling.
But like
Yeah, a lot of the cards, while being amazing, like I physically collect the cards for this card game because they're so cool. But a lot of them, like, because Digimon have so much going on and they're just kind of hard to read in general, when they go for the really cool posing and like dynamic scenes, it becomes infinitely harder to read them. So if you haven't seen their designs before, it kind of doesn't help.
Yeah.
But
that said, this card does prove that the cannons on its backpack rotate, so it could totally use them to like propel itself.
that is true. And here's the lore for this guy, because I have that as well. In Ice Snow Digimon, that Digimon from snowy areas evolve into by taking in data related to winter sports. It has the ability to create tools made of ice and typically make skis and poles to freely slide about snowfields. It enters the dens of Mojiamon and Hyogamon as it skis about and often causes trouble. It also uses its ice axe to dig a den and build snow huts to secure shelter. It frequently visits the small snow country of Thymieheimer. And some individuals have been confirmed to take on the role of constructing homes for other Digimon. So there you go.
That makes sense. Mojiamon was the guy, was the Digimon that it like fought against in the anime.
I don't know if I'm familiar with what Mojimon is, but Hyogamon we've talked about before because it's ice version of Ogremon.
I was like, that name sounds very familiar.
Yeah, man, I sat my Digimon in front of the TV with the Winter Olympics on, and I came back and I had a fucking polar bear in my room.
Drinking
the way it goes.
Yeah, drinking a Coke.
Quite literally what like I did as like a child, like in front of like the Olympic, like watching them. Like I could snowboard, and then I grab a pillow and I go, and I just like, mom comes back and is like, the fuck are you doing?
That's how
This is
Digimon
what
works.
happens when Digimon living in polar environments gain ambition.
Yeah. If Kyle
say-
was a Digimon and he had done that, what he just said, he would have immediately turned into Shaun White and left his parents' house and gone and been a pro.
Incredible. Incredible.
Shaun Whitemon.
Yeah.
And then
Mr. White.
I did want to say the card art, the cool icy texture of the actual like skis is lost in the card art a bit.
It is.
And that's a
Yeah.
bummer because I really like that like texturing that's done on it and like
Yeah.
the actual art.
You're absolutely right. But this guy has 2 attacks.
Ooh.
And they might be cool and they might not be. And I also made up an attack that I want you to pick out from the 3 options I'm about to read you for 1 point. We'll see if anyone's going to take the lead. The moves listed are Corkscrew Kick, Snowfall Fist, and Winter Gunnery.
Gunnery.
More like gonorrhea, am I right?
No.
Man,
I want Winter Gunnery to be real, and I also want them to keep using fist moves. So I'm gonna go with Corkscrew Kick.
Okay.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing, that like it feels like it should keep the fist thing running, but I don't know. Like the design itself really doesn't lean into the fists as much as the prior one did. So it makes me feel like perhaps that's the fake one.
Okay. Nico?
I think you're thinking too hard, and it came from one that uses fist, so it has fist. But we've seen Digimon that just straight up have moves that are guns when they don't have guns on their design, and ones that do have guns and have no attacks named after their guns. So I'm choosing Winter Gunnery.
Cool. I respect that all of you picked different options. And that does ensure that one of you got the correct answer.
Yeah.
And even though he does come from a punch boy, this boy don't punch. The one I made up is Snowfall Fist.
Shame.
The descriptions we got for these attacks, we got Corkscrew Kick, uses its gun barrels like a jetpack and slashes the enemy with its skis while performing a spinning kick.
That's the coolest thing.
I know.
Actually.
That sounds
I'm
awesome
imagining
as
it like
fuck.
in slow mo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucker wanted to be Shaun White and just said, yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Winter Gunnery pours a barrage of snowballs from its bazooka with tremendous force. I'm assuming the bazooka is the same as the cannons. Maybe he just has one in his jacket that's we don't see.
Well, he also makes tools out of ice. Maybe he
I was
just
gonna
crafts
say,
it.
yeah, there are
true.
skis and like a ski. What is that? Just a pole, like a ski pole, made out of ice.
I think
It
we
mentioned
should.
an axe in the description as well. I believe like an ice axe that he made.
Oh, yeah, to dig a den.
So, yeah.
Someone's
So
using their
it's
listening
probably-
ears.
I really hope that when it uses Corkscrew Kick, it like changes the skis into ice skates.
That would be cool.
So it's kind of like an axle kick type situation.
Or even better, it turns into like just gigantic like Buster swords, like not even skis, just full on weaponry.
But like facing down.
Yeah.
Just really, really big heels.
I think it'd be great if the skis were kept, but they added skates to the bottom of the skis.
That's a
What if
sled.
it made what if it made bigger icy shoes? Just
What if
bigger feet.
What if it made little ice Frigimon on the bottoms that just punched you?
They're
was
just
perfect.
going ahead.
I cannot believe that Polar Bearmon just put on the coldest Jordans I've ever seen and kicked me in the jaw.
Yeah, they just you just watch as like the Nike swoosh like like a gagoosh.
Oh my god.
Melts your Jordans.
Well, speaking of big ol' heckin' blades on the bottom of feet, wouldn't you know it, we're going into the final stage of this new evolution line. And that's exactly what this dude has. Here we go.
Oh my god, it's got the baby in the dome egg.
Yeah, the head has the baby form, like, piloting it like a fucking mech suit.
Little guy got big power.
He's so silly.
He's a whimsical, over-the-top goofball.
He's got a Kingdom Hearts staff.
He's got a Kingdom Hearts body shape, honestly. This dude could be a fucking heartless boss.
He is alt universe Mr. Rhyme.
Oh. If Mr. Rhyme gets a mega at some point, I hope it's this.
Don't
If
give
the
Mr.
Ice
Rhyme a
King
mega,
from
please.
Kingdom Hearts 2 was in one piece.
Yeah,
It's
Yes.
It's if something I liked was made into a thing. I really like this.
Nice. I'm glad you like it. Maybe you'll like
It's
its
very
name
good.
too. Here
Why
are
not?
your name options. We have Jotunmon, Scottymon, Ice Queenmon, and Very Frostymon.
Oh.
Ooh.
You've done something, Tyler, here that's gonna disappoint me. Because
What this time?
I want it to be very Frostymon so bad. Like you've created a world. We're living in like just a small frame of time where to me, this could be very Frostymon. It's not gonna be that. But there's like a skosh of a thought that this could be called very Frostymon, and I would be the happiest lad. Unfortunately, that's not the case. I'm gonna pick Jotunmon
Okay. Okay.
because I'd also like that name.
Regardless of whether or not it's correct at the end, I want an explanation for what Scottymon means. I am going to pick Ice Queenmon, although it is fairly generic, just for going off of the visuals with the crown and the royal garb.
That's fair. I like the reasoning. Mitch?
So correct me if I'm wrong, but Scotty is a goddess.
Yes.
I
Scotty
don't
is,
know of what culture or of what.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Scotty is a goddess from Norse mythology.
okay, Norse goddess. That
Yes.
rings a bell.
That tracks real hard for why Jotunmon is in there too.
That said, I do kind of like the idea, and I feel like this is putting me in the wrong direction. I do like the idea that this Digimon series keeps adding in new mega evolutions that are just queens. So Ice Queenmon.
Damn.
It's fair.
Well, unfortunately, none of you picked the correct answer, as much as I wish it was very Frostymon. The correct answer is Scottymon, which, again, is a Jotun goddess associated with bow hunting, skiing, winter, and mountains in Norse mythology.
Okay, I thought she was the goddess of hunt, but I didn't want to be wrong, so I didn't say it.
More like the goddess of. Yes! Goose! Yeah, dude, the goose is back!
Goddess.
Watch out, everybody!
goddess of honk.
The goose is loose, guys. This is crazy.
The goddess of
Goose is loose.
tungsten, according to his whiteboard. Here's the lore for. Well, actually, I'll give you the card first, so you can look at that while I read you the lore.
Cool.
Here is the good old card. You get a better look at the little baby up in the
She has
head.
feminine eyelashes.
Yeah.
Little
So
baby.
Scottymon is an ice snow Digimon that rules over Theimheimer, a small snow country somewhere in the Snowy Mountains. That's not a description, but okay. It appears to be a Digimon in the form of a giant snowman, but most of it resembles a powered suit made of ice. Scottymon's true form is the adorable fairy-like Digimon sitting inside the globe on its head. Snow is always falling gently inside the globe, but when Scottymon fights or gets angry, its true form disappears from sight due to the blizzard. The town that I'm not going to try to pronounce again, it's a small country where many Digimon that inhabit cold regions live and is surrounded by ice shaped just like a snow globe. As with its head, the globe is a custom-made solid ice wall created using Scottymon's abilities and protects the inhabitants by blocking intruders. When enemies invade, when an enemy invades, I can't fucking read today apparently, it waves its stick to freely control snow and ice and conjure various things to intercept them. I like that it's just called a stick.
It's just a stick. It's not a wand. It's not a rod. It's not a
scepter. Yeah, just a stick.
Oh no.
No.
She turned what was it, Slimeheimer into
I'm sorry, what?
into the Springfield from the Simpsons movie.
Oh. Yeah.
Huh.
Good reference.
I like this thing.
It's pretty neat. I don't like the fingernails.
No,
She just got him
Yeah, it's a
done.
bit weird.
Yeah. Good.
they're out of place for the rest of the design.
Just a tad. But in general,
Nope.
it's neat. It's creative. I dig it. What are its attacks? This thing has 3, so you're gonna have to pick from 4. Tell me which one I made up. We have Snow Swatter, Snowman's Dance, Raging Avalanche, and Let It Go.
Don't do this.
I'm picking Let It Go.
Okay.
I'm picking Let It Go.
I'm also gonna pick Let It Go.
Everyone is correct. I made up Let It Go, thankfully.
I was like, they couldn't get away with that.
Other than Mitch, we all had to take a beat of like,
I thought for a second, I was like, they've done some music stuff before, and then I went, it's really been predominantly rock music themed in the past, and really not like Disney. So
I was gonna say, they
touching
will
Disney.
not touch Disney. No one will touch Disney.
Yeah, and that was the moment where
we
I was
would
like,
only hope.
I shall agree.
JoJo's might touch Disney, and that's and that's the closest we'll
But
ever
it would
get.
get censored in the West.
It would.
Yeah. Well, here's what didn't get censored. The descriptions of these 3 cool attacks. Snow Swatter summons a gigantic snow hand to beat down the enemy. So that's fun. Snowman's Dance launches a large quantity of snowman-shaped missiles while skating. That's
That's
pretty
awesome.
neat. And then Raging Avalanche breaks the globe on its head to engulf the opponent in an avalanche that releases a huge amount of snow.
Whoa.
I didn't think it would let that globe break.
Yeah, I was gonna say the description said it was custom made. So
I guess would what would happen if like it did that and then the little dude got separated from the suit? Like, would it just not function anymore? Would you be able to kill it like a baby?
Yeah, is it like
Unclear.
a Final Gambit style move?
Maybe
like this
it's-
is it.
Maybe
Bam,
it's
bang.
more of a like protective barrier against everything else for the blizzard than it is like keeping the little fairy on top of the suit.
All I know is that Snow Swatter is pretty close to an ice punch.
Sure.
Sure.
That makes you feel better.
It's a handmade
Or we
ice.
Or we can imagine that Snowman's Dance is actually shooting little Frigimons out that are all punching.
That would be really cool, actually.
Yeah.
That would be super peak.
Those
That is
are little
truly
snowmen.
that is truly the heaviest ice punch.
So we're gonna pivot now. We talked about this wonderful wintry line. Now for this next line, there's only one new Digimon, and it's the final form. But because I want to fill out a full quiz with full lines, we're gonna talk about the 2 preceding Digimon. So here is what we're starting with. The base form. We have had him in a quiz semi-recently.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys remember the name. I know Mitch will automatically. It's another relatively common one, but we'll see if you guys can guess the name. Here are your options. We have Tyrannomon, Rexmon, Prehistoramon, and Jurasimon.
God, I don't remember.
I don't think I remember. Tyrannomon is the closest I've got. But if you recycled like whenever he was in the quiz before, what was he here for?
It was the Fusions quiz. Final round of the Fusions quiz.
Yeah, I'm going to say Tyrannomon.
Okay.
Okay, I'll say Rexmon then, because that's the other one that feels like it could be it. I really don't think... Like, if we've talked about it before, I don't remember a Prehistoramon or a Jurasimon, but I could see myself forgetting a Rexmon or a Tyrannomon.
Very fair. Mitch, who's correct?
Tyrannomon was in the most recent episode that Josh and I watched of the anime.
Yep. It's Tyrannomon.
He was really big.
My brain is working today.
He's just a dinosaur. I
It's
also
not
have
helping me
card
get
art.
points for the most part, but it's working.
I also have card art of him. There's a lot of Tyrannomon cards. I picked the one that just had the art that I liked the most, and I really liked this art style. So here you go. You can look at that.
Oh, I love that.
That's cool.
I like it's really stylized and
Yeah.
fun. There's little babies around him, and that's neat.
Something
Killing the
about the
babies, so
perspective
fun.
on that makes him look much larger than I feel like he is.
I think he's pretty big.
He is pretty big.
I think he's like the size
Yeah,
of
Nico, he's pretty big. Jesus, come on.
I think he's like the size of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I
Shit,
believe.
man.
In the anime, he was bigger than... I think he was like twice as tall as the forest trees.
Damn.
Damn. I mean, he just looks like Agumon, but
Yeah.
red and more aggressive. So
In that fight, Greymon was also the same size.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Is he the same
Hold on.
like stage as Greymon? I think. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, he's not a
well,
rookie.
that does change things. Okay.
But here's the lore. Tyrannomon is a Digimon that resembles an ancient dinosaur that existed in the prehistoric world. It sweeps everything away with its two well-developed arms and its gigantic tail. It is extremely easy to tame due to its intelligence and docile personality. For that reason, it's highly valued by beginner tamers and is often raised with care. You could probably say that it's a representative figure of the most basic Digimon. That's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, wow.
That said, it is just kind of a bigger, redder Agumon.
It really
really
is.
is.
Yeah.
Agumon can become it, so let's get that out of the way.
That is true.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would have
this-
been a little upset if he could.
If this video gets 1,000 likes, I'll make of something of that, the whole description, as my own description on Twitter.
Like something of the most basic YouTuber.
Ideal choice for beginner tamers.
Yeah. I have two simple arms.
well-developed
arms.
Show off those well-developed arms there, Kyle.
Let's be real here. Tyrannomon's arms are considered well developed among Tyrannosaurus Rexes, but otherwise they're just kind of normal arms for the
Yeah.
frame that he's got.
They mostly look like Agumon's arms, but like a little beefier.
T-Rex hate him. We're gonna go
Find
to a
out
text
why
now.
by clicking the link.
Gonna see what he uses those well-developed arms for. He has 3 attacks. I added a fake one. Tell me what the fake one is. We have Fire Breath, Slash Nail, Crusher Fang, and Buster Dive.
Buster dive.
Wow, quick. Okay.
Damn.
Buster Dave.
Dave and Busters.
Fire breath.
Okay.
I think Slash Nail is real. I'm gonna go with Crusher Fang.
Okay. You're gonna go with the correct answer. Crusher Fang is the one that I made up.
Epic.
Yep.
I second guessed myself. I saw the fire breath on there. I thought you were trying to finagle us.
No, Fire Breath is real. He is breathing fire in the card, and they do have generic attacks sometimes. You'll never guess what the descriptions of these attacks are. I'm gonna read them because they're so far different than what you think they're gonna be.
Fire breath crushes opponents with his fangs.
Close. He spews deep crimson flames that are the same color as its body. So the card, he's not using Fire Breath apparently.
So it would seem.
Oh.
That's probably just pepper breath.
Honestly,
You can see
it
the pepper
probably
in there.
is. Yeah. Slash Nail. Can you guess what this one does?
Does it slash its opponents with its big old nails?
That's the tail attack.
It slashes the opponent with its sharp and powerful claws.
Oh,
Wow.
I think the English version it's called slash claw instead of slash nail.
Oh.
You can correct me if I'm
wonder
wrong
why.
in the comments. I didn't write it down, but I remember that being a thing. And then Buster Dive.
Cancel him.
What do we think that is?
it's like that. It's the Godzilla move where he turns upside down and just kind of goes.
He busts while he dives.
He jumps up in the air, crosses his arms, tilts to the side, and kicks straight down, going Buster Dive.
I hope it's any of those, especially Kyle's description. It just says it's a powerful ramming attack with no other description.
Wow, awesome.
So who knows?
There's so much flavor that they missed out on.
Yeah.
Put a foot dive.
We're not to the new evolution yet. We got one more stage to get through before we get to that. So this is the next evolution for Tyrannomon, and it's this. Pretty standard.
They're
Okay.
going that route. Okay.
Yep.
Sure.
I believe this is the route that it goes in the Liberator line. Obviously, he has other routes he can take, but this is what we're going with. And I
I'm
assume
not mad at this.
Mitch is probably going to know this as well. Here are your name options for you to choose from. We have Mega Tyrannomon, Master Tyrannomon, Tyrannomon Black, and Tyrannomon Fury Mode.
Off the bat, I don't believe it's Tyrannomon Black because that's not typically, like, at least in Digimon logic, it's not typically like a successor.
Want to know a fun fact? It literally varies randomly.
Cool, thanks, Digimon. Master Tyrannomon. I'm not backing down.
Based on what Nico said, I'm going to pick Tyrannomon Black.
Man, fuck you.
He's probably right in the wrong way. I'm picking
Man,
it.
fuck you. No, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
Now, Mitch, you look confused.
Yeah, because I thought this was Dark Tyrannomon. So I'm going with Tyrannomon Black because that's the closest.
It could be localization.
So it's not Tyrannomon Black.
Huh.
It is Master Tyrannomon. So Nico gets a point. This is a really close game tonight so far.
What the
That's
hell?
crazy.
I can look it up and see if Dark Tyrannomon was an alt name real quick, but it was
might just
listed
be
as Master
different.
Tyrannomon in.
Because it is real.
Okay, let me check the name. Yeah, no, it is just called that. So there must be just another form. That's.
I mean, the difference is the scars and there's no like arm wraps.
Oh yeah,
basically,
Dark
so-
Tyrannomon has like belts on one of his hands, metal on his claw. I'm just gonna post a picture of this
Yeah,
guy.
go for it.
Yeah,
Dude,
we've
he's
already
much
talked about him
cooler.
enough. Like,
Yeah, he's just like a more Digimon
Whoa.
version of.
yeah, he's
vastly
Master
prefer him.
Tyrannomon, but he's seen some shit, it seems.
I guess.
Holy
so.
hell, he's ripped.
Yeah,
Look at his chesticles.
we're gonna, but I'm gonna pivot back to the one we're actually talking about with some fun card art. I liked this one because he looks sassy.
This is he's like a fucking PNG tuber ready to release like a video dissing the new Netflix series.
Like
Like
he's
he's upset. He doesn't like it.
Oh.
This is his reaction to Dark Tyrannomon. It's like, those belts are unnecessary.
This guy is copying me.
Here's the lore for Master Tyrannomon. He's a dinosaur Digimon that evolved from a Tyrannomon that overcame many fierce battles. The scars covering its body act as proof of the numerous battles it has survived. It takes on a master-like role, coaching its Tyrannomon followers and raising them to become full-fledged warriors. So that's cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like Dark Tyrannomon.
They're both pretty neat. I also like that Dark Tyrannomon has a gnarly underbite.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Here are the attacks we have for Master
Where do those
Tyrannomon.
teeth go?
What?
There's not room in that mouth for those big old teeth. That's crazy. Like they're almost touching the gums like with the mouth open.
I
That
believe
would be
if he
so
closes the mouth,
uncomfortable.
they stick
They're
up
like tusks.
Yeah, but like
I think
but
it would
like,
be really funny if they didn't. If he
no.
closed his mouth and it was fine.
they just disappear.
You just see like
It like goes up and he just has like little like horns pop up because it's like his teeth going up to his
Dark Tyrannomon with the suspiciously fang-shaped bulge in his jaw.
What are you
what you
hiding
got in there, bud?
Oh yeah, there's a picture of him with his mouth closed.
Wow, what a wild difference in art.
Well, it
Chest
is the
still goes
anime.
crazy.
One of
though.
them is in
it
the
is.
show, and one of them is key art.
We're gonna jump into the attacks now for Master Tyrannomon. He has 3. Tell me which one I made up of these 4. We have Master Slam, Master Fire, Master Claw, and Hyper Heat Blast.
Oh. Hyper Heat Blast.
Okay.
I can't wait to find out why I'm wrong.
I'm gonna pick Master Slam.
Okay. Mitch.
Should have picked Hyper Heat Blast.
Because I believe in Dark Tyrannomon supremacy, I don't actually think Master Tyrannomon is an ultimate level Digimon, and I think that he's just a way in over his head Tyrannomon who doesn't actually learn any new moves. So I'm picking Hyper Heat Blast.
All right. Hyper Heat Blast is real, but Kyle has tied up the game once again. I made up Master Slam. Everyone's tied at 4.
What the shit?
Holy shit.
That's crazy.
The only reason I knew that was the answer is because Tyler would have known that was my name in high school. So that's really cool that you added into the quiz.
Yeah, well, you were Grand Slam Steinley. That was your actual like nickname. So
Master Slam was like
was that like after I graduated? Because there was like a pretty big age gap. Yeah,
because then like there was like a whole phase. Everyone was like abbreviating everything like down, like shortening it. You know, that was a phase. So it became Master Slam. So
I just never heard about that. I guess.
Yeah. No, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense.
There's just been a real life lore for the day.
Yeah.
That Kyle was a freshman when I was a senior, so I don't know what happened for most of his high school career. What the fuck is this? Take it back.
Oh my gosh, they put him in Mortal Kombat.
Take it away.
That's crazy.
That's Kyle's high school yearbook photo. Please put it away.
There's Master Slam.
It's Master Slam.
Oh no.
And now I've got these really adequate arms or whatever the fuck the other description was.
Holy shit. I'm not even
Well
gonna read
developed, I think.
Oh, it's a 3D model. Oh, I can rotate it.
Oh no.
Don't rotate.
I do kind of want to get a peek at those glutes though.
Yeah, you got it.
He was already doing that.
I didn't know they made my high school photos 3D and rotatable. That's crazy.
Damn, did you give him permission for that? Is that like a special thing you had to? Whoa.
Sure didn't. Whoa.
Whoa. Wow.
You're showing that off for free.
Thighs are insane.
Now that's an ass you can sit on. I don't know what that's like. My butt is basically like 2 right angles.
So much lore today. Wow.
Damn.
I wanted
Definitely
to
can't
stop.
put those in the video without permission from ATX 214741.
That's okay. We'll watermark it. We'll put that up on screen.
Watermark it.
Yeah. We gotta give credit to the artist who made this absolute masterpiece. No pun intended.
Holy shit.
Oh,
I
yeah,
want
masterpiece.
a piece of that master.
I prefer dark piece.
Whoa.
We're jumping in to the final round of today's quiz.
Holy hell.
Everyone is tied at 4 points apiece, and we have finally gotten to the actual new Digimon for the Tyrannomon line. And it's insano looking, and it's this.
Oh
no!
Oh my God, Zilla!
What is happening?
Holy shit!
God.
He's
I'm into it.
yeah, he's kind of crazy. He's got like meteors for hands. It's bonkers.
Yeah.
This dude is over-designed and rad as hell.
Yeah. His knees are teeth, and that's
This
cool.
is everything that's good about Oh, you're right. His knees
Why
are
does he
teeth.
remind me of Leviamon?
It's like if Leviamon had all of the length in the like having a body instead of it all just being in his mouth.
Why he got a locked manacle around his bicep?
We'll never
because
know.
he's powerful. He broke out, but the chain broke off, but it's still like it's still there, but it's by choice fashion.
If you
This is how it reminds him of how he really is.
yeah. If a Keymon runs up and shoves itself into that lock, it turns into the equivalent of the Master Tyrannomon 3D model.
Oh no. That is, by the way, a Dark Tyrannomon 3D model.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dark Tyrannomon 3D model.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Wouldn't
Anyway.
have known that because there's no belts on it. But
I know.
anyways,
Yeah, it really threw me off. Anyway, what's the name of this cool new large and in charge fellow? Is this Kaijumon, Extinctionmon, Burnindramon, or Dinomon?
Extinctionmon would make a lot of sense. Dinomon would be very understated, I guess, for this guy.
Why is that?
Well, because, I don't know, a little bit more going on than just a little dino.
If you say so.
But Kaijumon I like a lot. I'll pick Kaijumon for fun, just because I like Kaiju.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Extinctionmon. I think Kaijumon was put in there because Tyler likes the word kaiju. And
I do.
Burnin, I don't know, man.
I like Kaiju. I like the word.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking. I associate you two together. I was thinking about
Okay.
Kyle.
I mean, I
and
am the only
channel,
one of us
right?
that reads Kaiju number 8, so I guess that tracks to some
Oh, that
capacity. I
actually
don't
might
know.
be it. Yeah, that might be it because you are the only person I've heard about that from.
It's fair.
And Burnin' Drummond is silly. I like that, but I think it's Extinctionmon.
Okay. Mitch.
As far as I'm recalling, I feel like there's a pattern of Digimon Liberators kind of treating the megas with a little more respect than they used to. So I hope it's not Dinomon, but I will laugh out loud if it is. I'm gonna go with Burnindramon to keep this interesting.
Silly.
Okay. My friend, you're about to let out a little chuckle.
No!
It's Dinomon. It's Dinomon. It's just Dinomon, man. I don't know.
Sucks.
It's, yeah.
I'm a little
I hate this shit. This sucks so much.
I'm quite proud of Extinctionmon. I think it's a better name.
No, that's a great name for it, considering he has two flaming meteor fists.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that
And,
sucks. That
here's the
sucks
card.
so much.
Here's the card so you can see the weird name directly opposed to his like epic artwork.
That card is awesome.
I like how he doesn't even fit on the card because he's so fucking big.
It's so good, and his name is so fucking stupid.
Now, Dinomon has just 2 full paragraphs of lore, so I'm about to read that.
No.
While you lament the fact that his name sucks. Dinomon is a pinnacle that dinosaur Digimon finally reach after long battles. An ultimate Digimon that has awakened an ancient power. Its tremendous energy appears as a glow on the surface of its body. Boasting astounding stamina and power, it tramples down the enemy with overwhelming force. As the battle heats up, the black scales that cover Dinomon turn red due to the heat, and it is able to use the energy within its body to attack more efficiently. So I guess it's... Oh, no, I guess some of it is still black on the image. Okay. It is said that when Dinomon fights in earnest, the entire area will be transformed into a wasteland with nothing but ash and lava. So Extinctionmon is a better name. Also, after battle, it has a habit of submerging into the sea in order to cool down its overheated body. Since a large amount of the steam rises up as it cools off, the surrounding Digimon see this and realize that Dinomon has fought fiercely and become victorious. However, its fighting spirit will never let it exhibit its immense power violently. I can't read,
What?
but that's what it says. The reason why Dinomon is feared is that it strategically corners the enemy with its composure backed up by its high intelligence. So there you go.
Something that the people that named this lacked.
I mean, if there ever was a Digimon to be called Dinomon, at least it's the pinnacle of dinosaur Digimon.
It's true.
But
Sure, but I would have
damn.
preferred that be flipped on its head and just like the
Yeah.
basic one be Dinomon.
Make it just called
Like, that
Pinnacle
sucks.
Dinomon or something. I don't know. It's even better.
Yeah, something Dinomon would be really cool.
See, but if
Yeah,
it was
it's
big
like-
Dinomon and there was no Dinomon precedent, that would have made you upset as well.
Well, yeah.
Like Ultra Dinomon or something. Like,
Well,
we get just
It's when the
Dinomon.
name don't make no gosh darn sense. But the
I
problem
like that
is
the image in the
does
card makes it
technically
look like
make
it's
sense.
got one of those like wheat sprigs in its jaw. Like,
Oh, from his tail.
cool guy.
Wow, I hate that.
There goes Digimon art with those parallel lines again.
Damn, they should just call him Chickenmon. Here's attacks.
Better name.
Y'all are tied at 4 points. So
my God.
if someone gets this right, they'll win.
Wow.
If
That's crazy.
if none of you get this right, I have a bonus round we can do if we need to.
Okay.
We're ready.
But
We're prepped.
I don't want to. So one of you please get this correct. Only 2 attacks, and then one that I made up. Here we go. We got Dino Crush, we got Dino Breath, and we got Burning End.
I swear to God.
I'm gonna pick Burning End.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick Dino Breath.
Okay.
Then I'm picking Dino Crush, baby.
All right.
One of us will win.
Yep. One of you's gonna win.
crashed it. Dino crashed it.
I would like to give mad props to all 3 of you for putting up a fierce battle that would make a Dinomon proud. A Dinomon worthy fight. Unfortunately, in the end, the Digimon quiz is won by the one true Digimon boy amongst you. The one that I made up is Dino Crush, which means Mitch wins.
Oh yeah,
By
Mr.
1
White.
point.
Stop.
Among Us.
Oh.
Dino Breath fires an ultra high temperature heat ray while emitting light from its body, and Burning End reduces the enemy to ash with its flaming claws. So that's cool. Which of the Digimon today would you prefer to have as your partner Digimon?
Sexy, buff, dark Tyrannomon.
Yeah, 3D model of Dark Tyrannomon.
Scotty Mom.
And which one do you want to fuck?
Scotty
Frigimon.
Mom.